Wrong
Good
one, then
evening.
right one.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tales from the Yawning Portal, where a bunch of nerdy-ass guys stare at the camera and play Dungeons and Dragons. Important to remember, we're not affiliated with, and some other things I don't remember now, with Wizard of the Coast LLC. We are just playing D&D because we've been doing this for the last, I don't know, a total of 120 years, I think, among ourselves. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you, that was a rhyme, Ben.
Oh, that's me. I'm playing Brooke tonight, who is the greatest artisan to ever have lived in all of the multiverse. As you'll soon know.
And you're it.
Who will be playing Levarion, the half elf drow-ish person thingy who paladins?
Eric.
Heyo, I am playing Alexander Radovich, the high elf who is definitely not edgy. I swear.
There are level of edginess. Stan.
And I'll be playing Tarlin, the Drow Warlock. And I'm
He's
not
the
sure
edgy
I'm
one.
still the edgiest character.
There is a harsh competition in the edginess.
Try so hard, but so far.
Look, I'm not edgy, I'm pointy. I shoot arrows.
And Davide, who now plays Nuada, the Shadowkai Monk, will probably join us later today, we hope. And if you want, you won't, because that's how anarchic we are.
And yes, he still exists, I promise.
He was here last time, man.
Yeah.
You weren't.
Look, how do you know?
Oh,
we're
this
not
this
the same-
backfired badly.
How do you know we're not the same person?
Watch
is an
your
actor.
spunk, man.
Yeah,
It's like
and
watching
Eric
paint
doesn't
dry,
have a
but
camera
dirtier.
right now.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. Okay, very well.
And mind you, spunk is a very nasty word to
Yeah.
use to a
is it
male.
true?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a synonym for sperm.
Thank you for clearing that up, Yorick. We didn't
Well,
know
you should,
that.
probably, you should probably mind that too. I mean, don't go throwing it around.
Do we
Maybe
mention,
unless
ladies
you're
and gentlemen,
Spider-Man.
that this is an adult
Well,
podcast?
there is a Willy going nilly.
Oh my god.
And yes, people, I am
Is it
10.
Monday yet?
Approximately.
Oh.
Yes, that's how we like to start our session. But
Approximately.
technically, the session. Okay, that said, I know it's not many of you in chat, but I have to ask a thing. If you know how I can find my sticky notes, my sticky notes.
This is the worst timing for that question,
Sticky notes,
You might know.
willy-nillys.
You might know. Let me talk seriously to the public. You might know about this application of Windows, sticky notes.
Serious?
And
In
yesterday
my
they were
D&D?
here on my desktop, and now they are gone, and they're nowhere to be found. So
Can't
If
you
you
use
know-
Windows Explorer for that?
I just tried, and I typed sticky, and there is nothing. It's like it
Look,
never
there's a
existed.
tip in chat. There's a tip in chat.
There's even chat.
Yeah.
Wait.
You haven't thrown away any, like, napkins or anything recently?
Okay. Oh, Valder or Stan. That's exactly what Google told me, but it's not there. It's just not there. Updata? You say updata?
Yeah.
I may not have tried updata. Wait. This is all part of the campaign, guys.
App
so-
data is technically a hidden folder, so you might have to enter the folder manually.
And obviously,
basically-
username is not. It should be administrator or something like that.
This is way too complicated. I'm going to call like IT department and have them sort this out, I guess. This is
Wow.
way too complicated.
This was basically behind the scenes in Shadow Throne's throne room, where
yes,
he's like
so
asking his underlings, like, "Where are my sticky notes?
Where are my sticky notes?
This is why he hasn't come to collect yet.
Yeah, we haven't
Exactly.
met Shadow
Don't know
Throne.
which one
Maybe
it is that I got a soul from."
But actually, wait, Yorit, this is now canon. Like Shadowzone has this office, and he lost the sticky notes with your souls on it. It's like, where
Well,
are my sticky notes? And,
He
and
did take a certain kobold.
yes. So let's see.
Maybe correlated.
One
Alright.
shot soon.
I
That
think Strelok's last words were exactly, he's gonna regret this.
that said, Where were we? I think, in the best tradition of DMing, I would just ask Tallinn to tell us what happened last session.
We're in Sigil.
Wow.
We're hunting
I mean-
down a bunch of Loltian Drow who went after Levarian and me. And apparently they have some connection, or possibly they have some connection to Shadow Throne as well. I also may have hired a demon to smash Shisa's statue.
Yeah, I remember that.
But-
That was everything carefully mentioned on my sticky notes.
That was very interestingly from Tarlin's side of things.
Yeah, and I had a race with Nuada.
Brisk nighttime jog.
Yes,
With
which
wings.
yeah. It was a good workout.
I think
Cardio.
we're missing the most important thing here. The most important element was the
Yeah,
Dara.
we also visited the Titan Zadara for some components for Brock's hammer.
You know, sometimes Brock just makes himself look like the most Titanic of tits.
What?
What?
So he likes looking at the
That's
most
the whole
Titanic of
point.
it.
Just Brock, remember, don't get lost in the sauce.
What's going on here? Eric? I'm not even talking to Alexander now. Eric, what's going on? What
Look,
is
I
this?
am in one of those moods. Just spend 95% of your time ignoring me.
Okay, very well. Which was 5% less than I usually do. No. Okay, so
Hey,
Oh,
man.
that's a joke. That's a
All
joke,
works
man.
out.
I love you, bro. Please. You have no camera. Well, bro. So
Sound
I
of
drink
head
tea in your
smashing
general
thingy.
direction.
okay, I think our gallivanting has reached the
Gallivant.
limit. Yeah. And yeah, so last we met, we had just left with Tallinn asking the demon Ikfas to go and retrieve the coin for him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the very last thing that happened. But I think then it was a new day. And what were your plans for the new day?
Golden hammer.
Joining a possible cult known as the Mercy Killers.
Joining a possible cult named as the Mercy Killers. Okay, very well. So if we go to the map of Sigil, we can see that the Mercy Killers are based in a place called the Prison, which is this square compound next to Rotten Raw and Prison Raw.
Which wood?
Prison, Ladies Ward. If you type prison up on the left, it'll bring you straight
Okay.
there.
Oh, that's right. We've only got a static picture at the moment.
Ah, you went to the side. Okay, no. So yeah, it's like in the. It's very near to the gym. What's that? The gymnasium? I don't know.
It's in the ladies' ward.
It's in the ladies' ward. Yes, it's very near to the court district. Actually, opposite. There's Advocates Row in between them, and then Okay, very
It's
well.
over there somewhere.
it's over there somewhere.
Yonder.
Okay, very well. So the prison. It should also have appeared in your handouts under Factions of Sigil, the Mercy Killers. You can see a nice picture of the prison there.
God damn it, I'm coming closer and closer to Edge. Look at those towers.
Look at those towers, huh?
I shall
Edge.
have first place, Lavarian. Nasty.
Whoops.
All right. So, do you go alone to the prison, or is that a con-
Yeah,
I
that's
mean-
nice.
Who wants to come with? We're totally not breaking laws. We're being just people this time.
Yeah,
For
it's,
those of you that- for those of you that already belong to another faction, for example, the Mercy Killers are allied with the Faded, so Talon would be something common with what you do. But for the others, no. Also, nobody else is with a faction, right?
Hey,
Yeah, if it's
yes,
if it's
yes,
the
I
Mercy
am.
Killers.
Yeah, you are, but I mean,
Why
see
isn't
your
my
faction?
faction included? I don't
It
see a
should be.
handout
What
for it.
is it called?
Sorry?
Do you remember what your faction is called?
Character notes. No, the Seekers, isn't it? Or
So really now, I mean,
The Believers.
the
no?
Believers. That's it.
the believers of the forge of
Yes.
the source. Sorry,
The source. Oh, the forge is my source.
the forge is your source. Okay, very well. I have added an handout, but I
I
will
see
have to
this
fill
now.
in some details.
Ah,
All right. See, it was there
it was.
somewhere.
Once you made it appear just now.
Yes.
It
All
was
right.
always there, I promise.
It was always there. You just added any access. So yeah, the prison is located in the ladies' ward. It's this massive square building. The Mercy Killers are one side of the triangle of law and justice here in Sigil, with the Fraternity of Order making the laws, the Harmonium apprehending criminals, and the Mercy Killers bringing justice to those criminals.
The city guards we've met a few times, were those Harmonium or?
Those were Harmoniums. No, Harmonium.
Okay.
Yeah, City Guards is the Harmonium. Yes, they are
They're not
always
lawful
dressed in
stupid, they're
red.
just stupid.
What? They're
Not lawful.
cops.
They're not lawful stupid, they're just stupid.
They're just stupid. They're cop stupid.
That's
I have
not
maximum respect for police force.
fair.
As an American, I
Oh.
am totally down with the police force. Keep your gun in your holster, please.
I better don't make jokes. So that said, so who was going there with you?
Lorian.
You'll join.
Both of
Um,
the Dark Elves,
It
totally known.
depends how
for
much
law.
time I need to work on my my Warhammer.
Yes, of course
Depends,
you will
have
need
you
the
undercoated the
the
figures?
best part of your day to work on your Warhammer. No, it's a working day. If you
Yeah.
want me.
Alright, well I guess that's where I am.
Okay, it's a bit like imagine that you are a 3D modeler about to launch Kickstarter. I don't know if you can relate to this experience, but that's the amount of
Try
work.
hard.
That's
Oh
the amount
boy.
of work you
So,
will have to put in.
6 weeks of no days off. Gotcha.
Like that. Yes. So yeah, you go to the prison, and a couple of mercy killers are there at the entrance. We should even have, I think, a map. I could even put you on a map.
Ah, shit.
Look at this. Huh. Man, it's like I'm prepared for
Hi.
this.
Nice.
Torture room, guillotine room, gallows room. This is
Yeah.
this is just close to the bathing room. How convenient.
This is just the best. Okay.
I mean, at least the
Sounds like a
laundry's
really
like right
pleasant
down the
place.
hall. Like, first you hit the torture room, we get you some new clothes for the guillotine room, and then, you know, we just send you off.
All
We
right. So
send
when you
everything to the
present
wash.
yourself at gate, seeing that you do not look like you are bringing in any kind of prisoner, the two guards at the gate ask you, "What is your business?"
Alexander, being the gentleman that he is, will take off his hat, kind of put it to his chest, as is the right thing to do. Not a heathen. He's like, well, I'm looking to join up.
They say, "Very well, and well met. We are always in need of people that wants to bring true justice to the many criminals that roam around Sigil. Are
Um,
your companions also here to join?
No,
Up to you two.
I already joined the group.
I'm not particularly looking for joining something. I am mainly here to help my friend. We were assailed in the streets. And ever since, I think it's better to have some semblance of order.
Well, maybe when you will see the quality of the experience that your friend will achieve here with the Mercy Killers, you may change your mind.
I would hope
Please,
so.
come in. And they open the gates to the prison, and there is a bit of a sense of foreboding as you cross those gates. Like, are we willingly entering into the prison?
At that sense of feeling, Alexander just takes a deep breath, like, just like being at home. Always this sense of foreboding.
And when you get in, actually, one of the guards will accompany you so that he can say to one of the factotums there that you are here to join. And you will be soon introduced to a man, a tall, handsome man, actually, with a sense of self-confidence around him, and a holy symbol around his neck, though he also wears at his side a long sword. He's dressed in heavy armor, and he introduces himself as Arwyll Swanson.
Oh. Hey,
What
it's
is the
Davide.
R on Swan Song?
Arwyll Swanson.
Alright, I'm gonna have to
Alright.
shuffle some images around now that David.
Yes, yes, of course, of course, of course. Hey, I'm Alexander now.
Congratulations.
Welcome to Totally Not Edgeville.
Well, I would have you know that normally I play a Vengeance Paladin, always dressed in black. His symbol is the bat, and his name is Boris Wynn.
Oh, here I thought you were playing a Triton Barbarian.
That also, but that's not edgy. That's just super cool and
That's
sexy.
And sexy.
Depending on who you ask, Edge is sexy.
Yes, but
Okay.
we're not all 16-year-old teenage girls, so
I'm not endorsing anything. I'm just saying there's view differences.
There is a reality where that is equivalent. It exists. Okay.
Indeed. Anyway,
Yes. So
As
that's
you-
it. Arwyll Swanson.
R on Swan Song.
Yes, he offers you his.
Alexander will take it. Alexander Radovich.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Alexander Radovich. I understand that you want to join the Mercy Killers.
That I do. I'm pretty used to carrying out laws. Your laws might be a bit different to what I'm used to, but law is law.
That is a fact. And the laws of Sigil are, well, though some may say that are a bit complicated, they are fair. And this is what
Can you
is
hear me?
important.
Yes.
Oh, hi,
Yes,
Davide.
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Davide?
Yes.
Very well.
What the hell is going on?
So Arwyll will bring you up some stairs and on a walkway. So as you can see here, there is this walkway that actually looks at the left and the right at the prisoners' exercise ground and the prisoners' drill field. Basically, imagine that you are on this raised walkway, some 4 or 5 floors above the common grounds, and you see all these prisoners training and exercising on both sides of.
these guys
On
all
the
criminals?
field. They are all criminals, yes. And Orwell says not every crime requires a capital sentence, of course. We, even though some of the Mercy Killers may believe that repentance it's simply impossible, some of us still believe that there is some hope for these criminals. They must suffer the full penalty of justice, of course. That does not mean that they should not get a chance to repent. That is actually
Fair.
something that I would be interested in knowing about you, then, Alexander. Why do you come to us? Why the Mercy Killers?
Well, quite frankly, I've been looking at some of the other factions, as you call them. Revolutionary League. I mean, they're interesting, but not my cup of tea. I looked at the what are they called? The free ones who are a faction but aren't a faction.
They are very, very different from what we believe.
Yeah, I can't quite get my head around those bunch. They're so willing to declare themselves free, but there's this weird underlying thing with them that just doesn't feel right with me. Harmonium, I'm not much of a man to stand around and guard a plaza. I'm more of a man of action myself. And, well, I ain't got much to be a source fellow. I don't craft things. And, well, there's a few other factions, but let's not get into them. Mercy Killer, from my old life, probably about the closest thing I can get into. And, quite frankly, when I'm around Sigil, something to do. Something to do.
No, we're getting an echo. I'm suspecting it's from Davida.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, but do you have headphones on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you switch your camera on, Davida? There we go. We need to see your pretty face.
Oh shit.
Or maybe it's coming through black.
Utter darkness.
Oh, come on.
Or maybe not. Maybe we don't need to.
I'll dig up a picture of Nora.
It was already there, so you didn't have to do it.
It was on the Best Players version.
Okay. All right. Arwill tells you he seems satisfied with your answer, and he says, in fact, differently from maybe other factions, all that is required to join the Mercy Killers is the willingness to do so, and most importantly, the willingness to abide by our tenets of justice. And he will, after the little tour on the walkway is completed, you will end up in one of the towers where there is some sort of little office for him. And he will hand you over the tenet of justice, and he will tell you, maybe you can get a few moments to read them over, and if you have some questions, if you need some clarifications about what we need, I can give them to you.
Yeah, one question I got here.
Yes.
When it keeps talking about following the law and law of
Yes.
justice, is that specifically the law of sigil or the law of the land? Because some lands have some pretty twisted laws. Some have very few. It's all relative.
He looks at you and he tells you, the law is not relative. The law, I'm not talking about the law of a city. I'm talking about lawfulness. The
Fair enough.
the order of justice that brings to perfection. Once you have been with the Mercy Killers long enough, knowing what the right thing is will come natural to you.
Fair enough. I just
And in those lands where there are unfair laws, well, then it will be up to you to bring justice to those legislators that have, how shall I say it, defiled the concept of pure law.
very fair.
We do
Very
not
fair.
concern ourselves with good or evil. We concern ourselves with law abiding and law breaking. Is this something you can stand behind,
I mean, sure.
Alexander?
As long as everything is made right, I can get behind anything, I guess.
Very well then. I would say take some time to think about this. In the meanwhile, we will have to make a little background check on it. There is something very important. We cannot allow anyone who ever broke the law to join the Mercy Killers. So I will ask you now honestly, have you ever been apprehended for any crime?
No.
Um,
And also, didn't you just say that the only requirement to join was willingness?
Yes, in which you don't have to pass any sort of test or do any special
But isn't like having a
exam.
good background an innate test as well? A test of character?
He looks at you and he says, you like to mince words, don't you?
No, I'm curious. If you lay down rules, I expect you to abide them.
You should simply not apply to the Mercy Killers if you have ever broken the law. At that point, it's just a matter of wanting to join.
Okay. That's good clarification.
Have you ever
It
broken
did
the
make
law,
sense.
Elf?
Yes. I have broken the law of worshipping that spider lolf thing. Because I found that to be highly repulsive, and I left that religion, thereby breaking her laws.
Then I suppose that if you ever go back to your home, you'll be punished for it.
Oh, murdered. That's why there's assassins on my tail now.
In
Are there
fact,
assassins in Sigil?
there is, in fact. They attacked me and my friends in the streets before I decided to come here. What was it? How long ago was it?
A day or so.
A day or so ago.
And do you have a tale on these assassins?
Yes, we do. Would we break the law if we went after these assassins ourselves?
Well,
They
if
have
one of you
attacked us.
If one of you is a mercy killer, it is simply his duty to go after them and bring them to justice.
So,
It
So
all
I
works
think-
out. I always am
I
doing
think
this stuff.
you came here to the right place.
so now it's also your
Alexander.
duty to go after them?
Well, surely we could assign some resources to it, but I think it seems only fitting that this would be the very first mission of Alexander.
I shrug.
What he's saying, Lavarian, is we are getting just cause from the city's protectors and judges to bring this murderer, assassin, and evildoer in. Effectively, the Harmonium shouldn't have a problem with what we're doing. We are cleaning up the streets. Rightfully. We're no longer
I must
vigilantes.
admit that there is a little overlapping between the duties of the Harmonium and what we do. I would say that the difference is probably Harmonium arrests people that are not yet judged guilty. We go after those whose guilt is without doubt. Yeah, I would put it in these terms. And
Argue with
these would be assassins, I suppose. Their guilt is without doubt. Well, I do not suppose. Their guilt is without doubt.
Yes, trying to kill people in the streets is kind of a bad thing.
It is.
I agree.
Lavarian, aren't those who worship Loth also slavers, murderers,
Torturer.
sacrificers,
Yep.
torturers? All works out.
And they summon demons. That's
Whoa.
also one of their things.
That is the worst thing.
Well, I technically can't summon demons here in the
Well, you know, thinking about this dark elves you have to go after, like that, you see that Arwil seems to think about it for a moment, and he says, "Listen, Alexander, maybe we could do something as like a faster procedure here, but you would have to submit yourself to one of my spells."
Go right ahead. As long as it doesn't turn me into a rat, a frog, or anything
It
small.
won't do this, but it will make it impossible for you.
I don't lie very much. I might be sarcastic, but it's always
Very well
truth in
done.
what I say.
Very well done. Then you already have the 8 justice in your hand. He will cast this spell on you. If you decide to not resist, you don't have to roll a saving throw.
I do not.
Okay, then he casts the Zone of Truth spell on you, and you find yourself. It's impossible for you to lie. You can stay silent, but you cannot pronounce a lie. And so once again, he asks to you: have you ever committed a crime?
I'm trying to think like objectively.
Of course.
Objectively, by the tenets of justice, yes.
Well, then
In the
tell me.
situation at the time, no.
Then tell me about this crime.
Back in my home.
Do you
region-
want me to first tell your companions to leave the room?
They can hear. At this point, we've all nearly died together. They want to ship me in the bag now. I mean, come on now. They're both drow. It's kind of expected. Let's be real.
All right.
Let's be real, that's not my style.
You're not sneaky enough. You wear too much armor.
You stab in the front.
Yeah. But back in my home region, when I was taken in by a very powerful fellow,
Mm-hmm.
I became his, well, lack of better words, assassin. He would send me out against targets who he deemed were too powerful. He was the ruler of the land, so by his law, they were no good scum. I would hunt them down. I would take out whoever he told me to. As far as I was concerned, and how I was paid, it was all right and just. Were there some innocent bystanders along the way? Yes. Feel bad for that. But he acquitted me of all those, as I got my job done. I try to avoid the casualties, but sometimes maids get in the way, and gotta do what you gotta do.
Adwill seems to think about this, and he says, this master of yours, was he the ruler of your lands?
Yeah. Sat on the highest seat, ate the finest meals, had pretty much every guard there was to have. Yeah.
Though I personally find that justice should be tempered by common sense. The letter of the law says that the criminal must be punished. And if the letter of the law was, as you say, and I know it is as you say, you cannot lie, then I do not find a fault in you. At the same time, I want you to understand, when you join the Mercy Killers, you will measure yourself up to the highest tenets of justice. Collateral damage is something that does happen, but I expect you
To avoid it if
uphold-
possible.
to uphold the law.
Of course.
And ask yourself questions as you do so.
Of course.
Now I want you to recite the 8 tenets of justice. And if you do not believe in them, clearly you will not be able to pronounce them. So you can have a look at the 8 tenets of justice, and maybe read it first in your mind. Think, yeah, that's something I can do, honestly. And if there is something you cannot do, then, well, you will know now.
This is very true. Alexander will begin to recite each law. There's a bit of hesitation once or twice, but after sitting there, kind of mulling it over for a second. He says it with certainty, like, that's part of me. I can let go of that part, sure. And he says it with this kind of, it's this high elven kind of refinement, like, nah, don't need that part. Completely get rid of it. We're doing it.
All right, then. Okay, then go for it. Recite the 8 tenets of justice.
I will uphold justice before all else, purging the multiverse of those who break the law. I, in all situations, shall weigh the rights and wrongs with clear and impartial mind. I shall decide where justice must fall under the law, and I will mete out the justice with a firm and unyielding hand. I believe in the righteousness of my faction. We alone answer to the higher law of justice. I will not pass judgment on good or evil, only the law-abiding and law-breaking. Therein lies wrongdoing. I will punish the guilty as the crime demands. I will be diligent in my pursuit of the guilty. And while so engaged, I will remain innocent of any wrongdoing in the eyes of others. I will never release a lawbreaker until his sentence has been carried out.
Very well, Alexander. Then, from this day forth, you are a mercy killer. And the first mission that I give to you is bring these dark elves to justice, and let none stand in your way.
Congratulations, Alexander.
Yeah, congrats. You'll do
Why,
great
thank
things, I'm
you.
sure.
He kind of like grabs his hat in that flourish style that you always expect someone with this kind of musketeer styled hat. He takes it, moves it around in this large circle, and bows forward.
All right.
It is law if you wear this hat to do that at some point.
Mm.
Okay. Very good. You will, of course, receive some sort of token like an amulet, a tabard, bringing the symbol of the Mercy Killer so that people recognize you on the streets. And having joined the Mercy Killer, there will be a few things that will apply to you. First of all, as usual, every time you join a faction, sorry, there is a little restriction. The Mercy Killer restriction is as follows. Mercy Killers who let the guilty go without justice, or who present false testimony against the innocent, betray their faction. Should you betray the Mercy Killer's belief, you cannot gain inspiration until you atone or otherwise prove yourself to your faction. For this little restriction, you will get, at the start of your career as a Mercy Killer, 2 little boons. First one is that you can spend inspiration to deliver a blow for justice against a known criminal, turning your hit into a critical hit. And the second is that once per day you can cast the Stone of Truth spell, just like he did on you.
Aha, now I am the one of truth.
Now you're the one that can make people say the truth.
If we ever get a ship, boys, can we call it Truth and Reconciliation?
That's up to you, man. All right. Go forth, Alexander, and bring these criminals to justice.
Yes, before we leave, you
Yes.
did mention some assistance we would also be getting?
Sorry, what did you say, Sam?
Assistance that we would be getting.
Yeah, he said he could allocate some forces to this, but since this is your very first task, he thinks it's probably proper that Alexander completes it with his own strength. Well, of course, if you want to help him, I can't stop you in any way. Devaren, to answer to your question in chat, the tenets of law are under the handout of the Mercy Killers.
Oh, cool.
Tenets of justice.
Yes, perfect.
All right. So yeah, that's probably a kind way to by yourselves and and then we'll see if you get some help for future references.
Useful. All right, let's go. Earn your
Time to
stripes, Alexander.
Oh well, I earn everything I do,
Okay.
except for that one time. But let's not talk about that.
Right.
Okay.
So we mosey. We head back to, or Charlene, do you still want to go somewhere?
Not really. I think we'll be fine if we head for the hive as soon as Brock and
Oh, I
Nuada are
might
ready.
want to check one more thing. Could we visit a merchant for maybe a slightly better shield?
A slightly better shield, I suppose you mean a magical.
For example.
Well, do you want to go to the Great Bazaar, or shall we pass by my good friend Akeem?
We'll pass by your good friend Akeem. You've been touting his skills and wares for what seems like an eternity, and eventually I do cave to your silver tongue.
I guess we know where things stand now in the group.
Of course, as we go to Akeem, you get the general Alexander grumble, like, "Goddamn fucking demons! Better not try to sell me anything that costs my soul, bastard."
All right. So yeah, you can go. Your good friend Akin, what's his name? The friendly fiend.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'll holler transportation.
And it's actually not far from the prison.
Yeah, indeed.
I
It's
won't holler
also-
transportation.
It's actually in the lower ward, not too far, but yeah, you go through Petitioner Square, Blood Gem Road, and then here, the friendly fiend magic shop,
And,
L1.
well, he's technically not a demon. I will add to Alexander.
No, he's a fiend. There is a difference, clearly. Okay. So yeah, it's here at the corner of Burke's Lane. Okay, very well. Your good friend Akin, the Arcanalot, if I remember correctly, yes. Here
You
he
say
is.
he's not a demon, but he keeps telling us about this demon war.
Yeah, it's a law, but it's a war between law and chaos.
In fact, yeah, that's how you could see it. Let's say both sides have already decided that. Both sides have already decided that evil is the way to go. Now they are only on the side between law and chaos.
Yeah, well, like your buddy in the Mercy Killers told you. I mean, good doesn't matter. It's all about justice.
Nice. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like
Oh,
demons
I
and justice
mean,
kind of have a
like-
skewed perception of
yeah.
each other.
Yeah, but I did explain last time. I mean, to get the information on the draw, I had to make a deal. In the
See,
Fated
that's where
deal
you went
means
wrong. You
lot.
made a deal. Look, I'm just saying, if you start spouting some weird mumbo jumbo that don't make no sense.
Oh
or,
no,
you know,
my deal would be that we would do a mission for well, related to this blood war.
Okay, just don't start mutating on me.
No. Like I said, it's just a war between law and chaos. I mean, we wouldn't be doing anything unjust by taking a certain side in that war.
We shall see. We shall see.
Right. So,
All right. So yeah, you go to
leaving
the
this
friendly fiend.
philosophical discussion behind,
That's actually what constantly happens on the streets of Sigil. Philosophical discussions. So you arrive at the friendly fiend. The good Akin is there. He's having a pleasant chat with a tiefling that was passing by, and they're sharing a tea and some biscuits. And as you arrive, he says, "Oh, you're just in time for tea. Ooh, what a wonderful surprise!"
Wonderful
come in.
timing then.
Yes.
your birthday today?
What do you say?
Would it happen to be your birthday today?
See, I have heard that story, but yeah, I guess it is.
Oh, cool. Happy birthday. I come
Same to
here
you.
looking for a shield.
You have come here looking for a shield.
Or at least some ways of increasing the protection that I have.
I see. Let me think. Could I interest you with something that would protect you from some of the nastiest spells ever was invented by arcanists all around the world? And with that I mean the magic missile spell. I have this wonderful brooch. Apart from the fact that it ties completely, it matches completely with your cloak, it will protect you from force damage, you know, the pure essence of magic. And it will render you completely immune to the nasty, evil magic missile spell.
What else have you got?
If you are looking for,
My main aim is, as you probably can tell, I am a paladin. I want my allies and friends to be safe, and that they would be able to use me to stand between them and the forces of evil.
I think you're looking then for how can I say, a stock shield. Something that does its job. It's just a shield and just protects you better than the others, right?
Yeah.
Very well. Now, of course, it will depend also from the kind of resources that you have. How much are you looking to spend?
I can part with 5,000 gold.
5,000, they say. Well, thing is, I have something that could fit your requirements, and he actually offers you all some tea and biscuits, and he introduces you to the tiefling that is there. Her name
Hello.
is Callista.
Hello, Callista. Nice beard.
Greetings. You are?
Nice to meet you.
My name is Levarion Feybranche, and these are my companions.
Tarlin Baindar.
Alexander Radovich, at your service.
It is a pleasure to meet you. You said she has like purple skin and these ram horns that go around her black hair, and she's dressed with some kind of reddish armor. So he says, Callista, can you stay here while I go in the back and fetch a couple of things, which he does, and he comes out with 2 shields. One of them looks like I would say a common round shield, but nicely. Clearly, there are some magical runes on it. And,
I will also, like, as he's going to the back, I will look at Tarlin and go like, could you eye over the wares that he's procuring for me?
Sure.
You're vastly more experienced in these matters than I am.
Yeah. I'll have my
Identify.
detect magic and my my eyes of the rune keeper active.
okay. Both shields are clearly magical, one more than the other. And in fact, like the second one that he brings, it looks more like an amulet than a shield, because it's not bigger than the palm of an open hand. So he first presents to you the round shield, and he says, "This is a magical shield. It will protect you better than a normal one, and I would say I would call this a basic model. And I could sell this to you for only 2,000 gold pieces. This, though," and he takes this little amulet-like thing. It's something very special. You see that he throws the amulet into the air, and then you see that a shield made of force extends out of the amulet, and it starts floating next to Akin where a shield should be, without him touching it.
Cool.
and it says this is an animated shield. It will leave your hand free to use, for example, a second weapon or a two-handed weapon, while at the same time it will grant you the protection of a shield. This one, as you might understand, it's a higher form of magic, so the price is also higher, around 6,000 gold pieces.
Hmm.
Does that fit your requirement?
It does seem interesting.
Before you finalize a deal, Akin, are you also interested in? Well, I have a magical item, but the magic is not entirely benevolent. It's cursed,
Oh, I see. Well,
and well, in the eye of our continuing friendship, I wouldn't want to cheat you, so I want to be upfront about it.
well, I must say they aren't completely easily to market, but I do like to have a few cursed items in my collection. So, you know what? Since I suppose you don't have much use for it, I could make you a discount on your next buy, including the shields, if that's what you want, in exchange for the item.
I will. The stone of bad luck, of course, it's all wrapped up in cloth. I'm not touching it.
Okay.
I will put it on the counter, and it looks like a stone of good luck, but I promise you, it's only bad luck. That's all it gives you.
I understand. Well, I would say a discount of 1,000 gold on your next purchase for this.
How convenient.
Lavarian, do you want a shield?
Actually, if I buy both of them, Akim, is there a discount involved?
All right. You won't be able to use them both.
I know.
Well, what did we say? 3,000 and 6,000. That's 9,000.
You said 2,000 and 6,000.
Oh, my apologies.
You are a kidding merchant, Akim. You are a kidding merchant.
So 2,000 and 6,000. That's 8,000. Discount of 1,000 for the stone.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to infringe on the budget of my friend.
Oh, well then I would say that.
It's fine. I'm sure you don't mind owing me a favor, Lavarian.
Always worries me to owe you favors.
Oh dear.
I'll tell you what. If you take them both, I'll take another 500 gold off the price. So
But I'll take them both.
very well. Then I will take the stone and 500. So the stone and you will
No,
pay
I'll just fully pay.
without the stone. Okay, so that's 8,000 minus 7,500
Mm-hmm.
for both of them.
Yep.
Okay.
You had more money than you were letting on?
8,705.
You're holding out. You're holding out on me. Okay. So one of them is indeed a shield +1, and the other one is an animated shield.
Yeah. Well, since my friend Lavarian didn't care for the discount, do you have any more ritual scrolls, perhaps?
Oh, ritual scrolls.
Yes.
Let me see. The shopping episode.
At least it's exciting.
At least it's exciting. All right.
Sorry, Brock.
Luad, are you still with us? Because I also don't.
Yes.
see you, so- Okay. Did you also want to do something today? I don't know.
Besides going where we have to go and kill who we have to kill, or bring to justice who we have to bring to justice, no, I'm fine.
Okay, very well. Hey, you're also a justice guy.
Not really.
Not really.
The Raven Queen's justice.
Balance.
All right, Talin. Let me see what kind of ritual he could have. Roll me a d100. Okay. So it will have up to level 3. He says, I don't know if you are into this kind of things, but I do have a ritual scroll that would allow you to feign your death. It's a bit of dabbling into necromancy, but I mean, it's just for show, right?
That sounds quite interesting.
Yes. And I also have an old classic, he says, a spell that will create a magical mouth on a surface that will deliver a message of your choice.
I believe I know the second one already.
Oh, I see. Well, then maybe you're interested in feigning your old death. It's a wonderful trick at parties.
Yes, I would be interested.
All right, let me see for how much I can let you steal this from me. He says, you know what? You give me that stone, I'll give you the scroll.
Oh, that was unexpected.
Yeah,
Because you are such a good friend of mine.
Could you include the inks I need to write it?
He says, you are such a hard bargainer, but I just cannot say. He looks at Kalista. I just cannot say no to this guy. I don't know why. I just like him. Like,
Alright.
yes.
Then we have a deal, and I will extend my hand.
Very well, very well. Say, Talin, maybe you remember we had this discussion of possibly doing a trip or two to the Grey Waste. You still interested in that?
I might be, yes, but well, my party, we all have our own ideas.
No, I completely understand. But you know,
If we were to join the side in the blood war, it would very much be the side of law, of course, law and
sure.
justice.
But you
As
know the
I-
way I always thought about the Blood War. Maybe you can follow me when I say this. It's not about picking a side to fight for. It's about to pick a side to fight against. And in the Blood War, you can never be wrong.
Yeah, that makes
You're
sense.
always fighting evil.
Okay.
That's true. That's a very interesting way to look at it.
But at the same time,
I
you're
can't
also
say I
helping evil.
disagree.
Are you saying sorry, Lebar?
Like at the same time, you're also helping evil.
You know, these guys, you're never really helping them. You know, and at the end of the day, you have to consider the fact that the Blood War has been going on for eons, and I don't think it will ever end. Which makes you consider, why are they even fighting?
Yeah.
Tradition.
And I think I know why they are fighting. To pay mercenaries. It's just the whole making the money flow and getting the economics to keep on going in the multiverse. I'm telling you.
And to be fair, I think no one wants that war to be won. If one side manages to dominate, I think it will be bad for everyone.
Exactly. You'll be doing a favor to the multiverse. I don't know why pay for it. People should be doing it for free. But okay, well,
I will let you know if it ever works out because we have
yes.
other missions to work.
I guarantee you, work is a plenty. It just never stops. One endless fight. Consider it.
Yeah.
Very well then. If there isn't anything else I can help you with, I guess I will warm up my tea. In the meanwhile, it's becoming cold.
All right.
Right, let's head back to Brock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I bid farewell to Callista and to Akim.
Have a nice day.
Likewise. Oh, you have a wonderful day.
And I pass the force shield, the animated shield, to Alexander.
All right.
Here. This will keep you safe in the coming days.
Alexander just kind of like holds it and like looks at it and was like, when it animates, you know, kind of like just like hit the strap on his old shield and drop it to the ground and just kind of like slide that one back there.
All right.
Kicks his shield up like a board and just carries it on a side.
Okay, very important though. The animated shield will require attunement.
Well, it just so happens a certain coin is losing its luster to me, as it were.
All right. While the other shield is a shield +1, the variant, and it does not require attune.
Cool. That's really useful because I had 3 items attuned. So
Okay, very well.
hurrah!
Okay, Brock.
Yeah.
Back in the
Clang.
forge.
Clang.
You are toiling and toiling and toiling. And I think we have all the necessary items at this point.
I think I did the base, right? I did. I
Yeah,
got 2
that
natural
was for the
20s
base,
in a row.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was for the basic stuff. Let me see. Do I even have already? Do I remember what your item does? I think Brock, the masterpiece. Yes, I do remember. Okay, very well. So,
Oh, I remember.
do you remember? Okay, then, Brock, you are there at the forge, at the Great Forge of Sigil. You have required, some privacy. You have this personal forge. Is anybody of your companions there to assist you, or do you require, or is it something that you do completely alone?
I'm happy to, if anyone's willing to assist. Perhaps.
What can I do?
If you hold this, and you pass me the number 2 hammer.
Okay, I can see that the bond between Brock and Nuada, it's becoming stronger. I think you were already fellow conspirators a couple of nights back. And so now also Nuada, it's participating in the creation of your your adamantine masterpiece. Nuada, in which
Yes.
way do you want to contribute?
What could I do to help him?
More of a physical way, or more of a spiritual way,
Maybe more spiritual, because I'm not really a physical. I'm very dexterous. I have dexterity. But I'm not...
no, of course, I understand. But I mean, do you want to physically help him build stuff, pass him stuff, or is more of a you sit there in lotus position, meditating, and kind of channeling?
No, I help
forces?
him physically.
Yes, okay.
For the
very well.
moment.
So you are really in the process.
Yes.
Okay, very well. Brock, I suppose that you channel your divine powers into the hammer, which are not coming from a god, but from within yourself, from the belief that the forge is you and you are the forge. Then at this point, I would like from you, Brock, smithing tools, or whatever they're called, check with wisdom.
And this I cannot use guidance on, right?
Well, no, because it's a process that is days and
Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, Smith's tools.
But before you roll,
Yeah.
depending on the help Nuada is giving, they have advantage. So Nuada,
Yes.
what is now actually the actual help? How do you think you are contributing the most in this?
In passing him the tools he asks of me, in a... yeah, I mean, I'm not standing in the way. I mean, I'm there,
Well,
he
maybe
wants
you
a
can
tool,
help with
I
the
help
more-
him, he needs to lift something, I can help him.
The
Okay.
dexterous stuff. The fine fiddling and twiddling thing.
What else can I do? Let me see.
I think you are proficient in something like calligraphy tools or something.
Yeah, calligraphy, yes.
Could it be?
Yes.
Yes.
Painting, mostly.
A painting even.
Yeah.
Okay, very well. Yeah, well, I mean, you could. Of course, this is more
I
a
could
work
paint
of
his legend while he's creating his magnum opus.
Yeah, what I'm saying is this is more a work of easily. But I mean, you could be basically while he's doing the forging, you are painting around him this circle of art and power, channeling a bit the energies of your matron and trying to infuse him. I mean, this hammer, Brock, you want to use it for a specific task, right?
Mm.
Which is something that Nuada can know, or
Yeah, sure.
so which one is the task?
Well, aside from the fact that, it'll let me know where the ladies are. And I'll use it definitely to impress, that most wonderful of titanesses. Oh,
Okay.
Sadara.
You really are in love, aren't you?
No, but here's the thing. I have a little bit of a sneaky sneak down. See the ring down the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. I'm gonna get out the coin and ding. And it's like this magic ring that holds onto the coin. And it's like chink chink chink. See that? See that? We're gonna use Shadow Throne's power against him.
So Nuada, you understand that ultimately this hammer will also be against Shadow Throne. So
I give everything I can to help him.
very well. So if you want, you can make me either a religion check or a painting check with me. Which basically for you it would mean if you click on painter supply, that will ask you which ability you want to use, and you click.
Can I use dexterity here?
For the moment, you can use wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Yes, wisdom.
Okay, well, standing what you needed to grant advantage. So, Brock, you can roll your Smith's tool with wisdom. with
Alright,
advantage.
here we go. We'll see how smart this is. Oh yeah! That is the third crit on this thing.
All
It's
right.
meant to be.
It's a
All right.
pretty important weapon.
So, first of all, yes, Brock, after, days of working on this, you hammer, chisel for the last time as Noada is around you painting these scenes of a woman with raven wings fighting against a man cloaked in shadows, and then this dwarf hammering at them. And somehow, Nuada, you have as you paint, you are so infuriated that at one point you start to paint without consciousness, and when you eventually witness what you have painted, you see something weird. You see that Shadow Throne, well, this cloaked figure, is been faced by a group of heroes. You recognize Brock, maybe yourself. Somehow the forms are clad in shadows. You see a blue man somewhere there, and you see magical weapons. You see a dark sword. You see the hammer of Brock. You see a trident. Were you there during the White Plume Mountain adventure?
Just not
Nuada?
the part where she's her
No.
the other side.
No. Okay, well, there was when Brock looks at the picture, he seems to recognize the three mythical weapons that you have delivered to Zadara in exchange for one of the coin, and you have no idea, especially if you went in there, you have no idea how you painted these and why. Huh? But as you complete your painting, then Brock hammers his masterpiece one last time, and a sparkle of light, of forged light, comes out, and your masterpiece, Brock, is complete.
And you hear riffs
Now.
of guitar music too, at the same time.
All right, Brock. I have now opened for you an
Look at
handout.
this together. Where is it?
I would
Where is it?
say at this point, your hammer is T3.
Wait,
But-
wait. Oh, we've got to disable that image. Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It keeps saying.
What
Yeah.
you say?
No, go,
Yes.
go.
It's T3, but you understand one thing. You have put these gems on the hammer, and you have, at this point, your hammer, it's a hammer +2, and it has the sentinel power, which means that it will advise you when giants are near, right? Also, you know that the hammer has the power to transform you into a giant, but not yet. First, you need to face and defeat specific giants so that you can transform into them.
Zadara's gonna love this.
Convenient
So,
censorship.
Yeah.
what do you say?
Ben
censorship.
cut out when he started talking about that last bit, so it just sounded like, Zadara's gonna.
Love this, I said.
Okay. Hey, I'm handing out so many gifts today. Okay. But okay, you do this.
Christmas is just around the corner.
Christmas is just around the corner. That's true.
I am
Okay.
Christmas.
Of course, your hammer will require attunement, but I think you're fine, right? You only have the necklace of adaptation attuned.
That's
At this
correct.
point?
Yep.
Okay.
Happy to do that.
So I must not forget about the shield +1 of Levarian and the animated shield of. Okay, these I will
Wait,
do
there's-
later, of course.
There's one thing left to do. Such a masterpiece needs a name.
Yes.
I'm gonna call it Titan Lust.
What's the name again?
Titan Lust.
Lust. Okay. All right, Titans.
Lust in modern
Yeah, yeah.
terminology is often associated with. But the original Old Norse word for it in common Swedish and also another meaning for the word lust is more like zest, like a lust for
Yeah, I
life.
understand. Yeah, I think also in English.
No.
This is my mighty hammer, joie de vivre.
Joie de vivre. All right. That said, yes, you have completed your hammer, and I would say eventually you all gather up once again, all of you. Probably at the Yawning portal.
Yeah.
And yeah, is it time for some action or?
It is
Yeah.
probably time for action.
Seeing a hammer, that definitely needs to be tempered still in the blood of a whole bunch of drow.
Wait, you
Speaking
saying
of
we
which,
could go and
Brock,
test it out? That's
we
what I'm
can.
talking about.
Brock, the leader of them, try not to crush her skull too hard.
Alright.
Take her in
Alright.
alive. I have to prove myself to some fellows, so let's try to bring the first one in alive.
They did just say bring him in and deliver justice.
Yeah. Well,
Justice could be death.
Let's. Could be. I do agree. I want to kill them, but I want to try to impress.
Okay.
All right.
Put a little
All
respect
right.
on my name.
Wait, dude, why
Well-
not, like, put her in a place too? That'll be nice, wouldn't it?
We're gonna take her to the Mercy Killers, who are likely going to execute her, or put her in a lifetime of, well, prison. Either way, doesn't sound very fun for a drow to me. Sounds perfectly fitting
Hmm.
of trying to assassinate us.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least in my mind.
but if you do, if she does die by accident, I claim her soul.
Yeah, we can bring the soul in.
Just so you
Even
know,
better.
I'm going to claim her soul.
Imprisoned soul.
Yes.
They'll probably have ways of dealing with that.
I think. I think Tarlin wants to hold on to it.
You know, I am far too new in this mercy
Ah.
killer thing to be
I
able to
am-
determine if that's a good thing or not.
It's perfectly legal. It's imprisonment.
Yeah, in a
Fuck
tiny
if I
little
know.
cage.
I'll figure it out.
Right. So
It's a learning process here.
Alexander needs to attune to the new item.
Yeah, it's 1 hour. That's
Tarlin probably needs to scribe down his spells.
Yeah, that also takes just a few hours, and I figured with the crafting taking a few days, it shouldn't be a problem.
yeah.
Okay. Then we're ready
Yeah,
to
it's
roll.
fine. No problem. Just spend the money. I know. Well, you gave you also the. Yeah, that's fine.
During that few days break, can I buy a few menial items? Just some more
Sure.
holy water and acid.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Then I can make holy water for you if you want.
Hey.
Yeah, perfect. And dwarf, can you get us a 10-foot pole? We're dealing with drow. There's likely to be traps.
Why do you want me?
We have.
Is it
we
a metal
have the
pole
plus
you're
one
looking
pike.
for, or
Preferably
the
a metal
pike.
pole.
use the pike? That's a good.
Use the
good
pike.
Tip. Yep.
Fair enough.
Alright.
How about a 14-foot pole? There you go.
Wobble, wobble.
Wobble, wobble.
It's very hard to get through doors and know where it is, but
The holy water and acid is book price?
Is what?
Book price.
The price.
Book price?
Yeah. The player's handbook price.
Alright,
25
double check.
gold. I don't remember.
I think holy water is 50 and acid is 25.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. All right. So that said, you had some. Did you have some lead on the?
Yes, we found that information in the whole records
Yeah.
that explained that real estate in the hive.
Yes.
Yeah, that was bought by the Drow. That
Okay,
was
very well.
quite suspicious.
Okay. Perfect. Very well. Then I guess when you're ready, you can to the hive.
Just how many days has it been?
Because I mean, if you tell me what you
Um,
want to achieve, then
Yeah, I have that alchemy jug that produces 8 ounces of acid every day
yeah.
that I can
have-
bottle up when
Yeah.
when it's full.
Remember,
You
kids,
can have.
dropping
I mean,
acid is
how
not
much
cool.
acid do you want? I mean,
8 ounces is I guess 1 vial a day.
that is a shit ton of acid that is gonna get you off your nuts.
if you want, you can have like 5 on you. Huh? You want 5 flasks
Okay.
of acid?
Sure.
Okay. What does
I
acid
just
do?
bought
actually?
5 flasks.
I don't think you can come back from that, guys. You just be tripping the rest of your life.
Next time,
What,
really
do you have
fucking
like a girlfriend that betrayed you or something?
Probably knowing Drow, but
He
Turns
likes to
out we're
solve his
hunting his ex.
All right. So yes, in those days, Talon. Maybe let's conclude also this, otherwise I will forget. While you are visiting the fated headquarters, our good friend Ikfas will contact you.
okay.
And I think I would also like Nuada and Brock to roll me. I want to say an investigation check, which is the most similar thing to gather information I know.
Okay,
A 9.
could I just? I was gonna say, can I help instead? But I guess now that that's rolled, I'll just roll.
Yeah, just roll your.
This isn't gonna be good. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, very well. So Well, Brock, the thing is, news reach you since you are the creator of the thing that somebody has vandalized the statue of Shisa.
What?
Yes.
How dare they?
Tanning, at the same time, while you're busy faded, your good friend Ikfas will come to you, possibly in some private room there in the Holo Record, and he will tell you, Tallinn, I hope you're not going to go back on your promise, but there is nothing to be found in that thing. I smashed it to smithereens. There is just nothing. Somebody must have been quicker than you. Well, than me.
It must be, yes. A deal is a deal, so it's
Very well. I was expecting you to say it. So I will be.
I will of course check if what you tell me is true, but a deal is a deal, so I'll uphold my end.
Very well. So yeah, you have been informed as such. Brock and Wada. Well, Brock, you have been informed as such. I don't know if you shared it.
Yeah, of course. I'm just like, I can't believe they did that, and I fixed the chest on her and everything. And
Unbelievable. People have no respect anymore.
No, what are we gonna do?
We have to repair it again.
Right. Well, personally,
It's gonna be for later.
Yeah, I'm a little
Because
bit
we have to
upset
go
right
at
now.
the moment.
We have to build it better next time. Maybe out of
Bigger,
adamantite.
stronger.
That's where we went wrong.
All right. So yeah, that sage. Then you finally equipped and ready, well rested. You get the cloak stitched to have your Mercy Killer symbol on the back. I think the Mercy Killers have a very nice symbol.
I would hope so.
It's got many edges.
It
damn
is.
it.
It is kind of edgy. It's like. Oh, yeah,
God damn it.
It is. I will link it to you. Where can I put it? On Twitch and on Roll20.
Oh, dude.
That's the Mercy Killer symbol, yeah.
Alrighty, look. Just happens to be this way. Happens to be this way.
That's so kung fu.
So
Look, I'm gonna
it's
drop
crazy
the
as
shield on my
Santa's
back
fire.
and I'm just gonna give them that, oh, what's his name? The evil dude from Street Fighter that always, like, turns his back and does that Japanese symbol.
Akuma.
Akuma!
Oh yeah.
Now I could Akuma people.
You should get Noir to calligraphy it on your back.
Yeah, actually, wait. This is the one from the Believers of the Source. So,
What? Which one?
you,
I mean,
the
it
God's
looks,
man.
It looks snaky, so you mean... I mean, I could be a tunnel
Oh,
snake.
on the stream, yeah.
Yeah, on
Ooh.
the stream. Yeah, that's the one from your faction, Rock, and the one from the Faded.
Let's
Oh,
get
yeah,
this
I know.
on stream for people.
Yeah, sure. And that's the one from the Faded.
The one
Got a
from the
cooler
front.
one than me, you motherfucker.
All right. All right. So,
That's
yeah.
the last one.
Do you?
Ah,
That's Rilakuma. That's not Akuma. That's something else. Okay. So, do you go to the hive?
yes.
Yes.
That's where my target is.
I would say, based on the information you got, and since it's 5 of you, I would like one of you to make me an investigation test with advantage.
I have an investigation of +6.
All right. You're a true
Sounds
mercy
like
killer.
you're the one.
Alright.
So you can roll with advantage. Okay, 20. Okay, very well. So you you managed to find this place that you're looking for. This property that was sold to some dark elves. You do not. The place seems abandoned. In fact. And around the place you see a few beggars, maybe some Saositex, anarchists, the scum of Sigil hanging around. Nothing really seems to point to the fact that dark elves have been or are here.
Any sign of magic?
You have detect magic active. Okay, very well.
At will, so
At
I mean,
will, yes. So you focus your magical sense, and you actually see, since also you come from Toril and from Skullport, nonetheless, that on the building, at the side of your magical detection, appears the holy symbol of Volt, like only for the eyes of those that can see magic.
I will point in its direction.
Well, nobody else sees it, only you.
Yeah, I know, but I'll still point it out. And I'll explain what I'm seeing.
Before we go in, I gotta ask, would anyone like protection from poison?
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be welcome.
Wait, you're not used to, like, doing the drow thing. I can't, like, it's a level 2 spell. I guess I could do it on the pair of you. So what was it? Lavarian and Talon.
Does anybody need antitoxin? I have still got a few vials.
Well, that's for when the protection doesn't work. Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll put it on Lavarian and Talon then, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll just take a swig of antitoxin, so for the next hour I have advantage on saving throws against poison.
All right.
And no water is a monk, and hopefully...
Look,
You're
if he's
protected
not
from
immune to
poison.
poison at this point, I'd be surprised.
Oh.
You would be surprised. Okay. So yeah, Taling confirms that this place has been marked by the Dark Queen of Spiders,
Let's go.
and so it is probably the place. When you do you enter the building?
Do we all have dark vision?
I do. I'll spend.
Elves and dwarves were good.
If it's cool with you guys, I'd like to spend a minute to use primeval awareness to sense if there's any elemental or fiends within 6 miles.
We're in Sigil. Are you kidding?
Well, if I
That
sense
thing's
them, I
gonna
should
light
be
up
able
like a
We
Christmas
want their
tree.
names and their locations and their.
Well, if I can tell how close they are.
No.
Yeah, but it's like a thing, I can feel how close it is, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so you definitely feel the presence of. You're also in the hive, so actually much nearer than comfortable. There is some fiends.
Does it feel like any are coming from that building, maybe?
And a few undead.
I only sense
At the
fiends
same
and
time,
elemental.
also undead.
No, I don't have undead.
Aberration, celestial, dragons, elemental, fiends, undead. I read.
Yeah.
Everything actually. So.
Oh, I thought it was specifically for
No, but actually, I like. I mean, it's too useless like this. So yeah, you do sense in the general direction where they are. You do not think that you do not feel the presence of fiends coming from that building.
Fair enough. It's a little bit more information than we were going on,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Dark elves are, they're known to summon shit, right? So.
They are.
Yeah, except summoning doesn't work here.
Who knows? They might have brought it in with them.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, if they had to summon things in Sigil, I would love to find
I
out.
would love to do that. I would love to do that. All right. So, yeah. What do you do?
We're
Let's go
going.
in.
Clang, 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 clang.
I'll stealth, I guess.
Okay. So are you trying to?
Oh, if there's a pass without trace going
Okay,
on.
very well. So, Alexander casts Pass Without Trace. So let's try a group stealth here. Everybody can roll me is a stealth check with a +10. Okay, we will put the +10. Yeah, it's still a. Wow,
It
Nwada,
becomes
what
a
is this?
16.
I don't know, man.
This should be your game, right?
Oh
Dear
wow.
God, everybody!
Yeah, it's basically me and Alexander disappear, and then there's some guys doing like the one man orchestra thing.
Without the camera, David has lost his charisma.
Yeah, that's true. Clearly.
See, I have Thanos snapped away. I am gone. I am dust.
Your Thanos snapped away. Okay.
So it's 19, 17, 16.
So yeah. So I would say that in general, you try your best.
Mine's a 14,
You
I
entered-
think.
You enter the building. You see the building seems abandoned. After some search, you actually find out a trapdoor that leads underground.
Hmm.
Now, the underground of Sigil, it's something that has always been a bit of a mystery because the thing is, in theory, the Sigil is this donut, right? Like you are standing on the side of the looking up and you're looking at buildings that are on the other side of the one. And then there is an underground. But how vast is that underground? No one has ever understood it. Is it all one big extra dimensional space? Nobody can say. The thing is, when you start going down in this building, first you go to like a basement. The basement, then there is more stairs going down, and you reach some sort of like abandoned dungeon, and then it comes out in some sort of natural cave, and you keep going down and down and down and deep and deep.
While
and
keeping
deep.
our eyes open for traps and all that. Fun
Of
stuff.
course, absolutely. Huh?
Feels like
And
home.
at one point, you keep going down. You being a dwarf, Brock, you think you are like, several hundred feet below the ground. You all have dark vision, as I understand it, so you don't really need a light source to go.
No.
Well, finally, a
Dark
party
vision.
all without the vision. Yeah, and you eventually begin to hear some sort of chanting or voices coming. You start to see some dim lights, like ghostly, whitish flames coming from the distance, as the natural caves are again giving way to something like you have the feeling that you have entered the top of a temple, and then you're now making your way in some kind of ruin so deep underground.
Yeah. Fun.
And eventually, come on, mouse, do the right thing.
Don't do it, mouse. Don't lead to our demise.
Do it, mouse.
Be on our side, mouse.
Welcome to Fumbles and Fame, where we fumble more than fame.
Okay.
I will actually be wearing my goggles of the night while.
Okay, very well. Maybe you will do this yourselves. Be able to.
Isn't that overkill?
Okay,
It's-
so
It's 180 feet dark vision. With my throw dark vision.
I would like you to position yourselves down right.
Nice map.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It's pretty radical. You know, that looks like the Star of Chaos from Warhammer 40k in fantasy, and I am not down with this cornate bullshit. Slanesh, Zinch, pick one of them. I'm not down with it.
I'm not down with this. Now your stealth check was good thanks to the pass without trace, but not elven sense is good. So when you actually arrive here, Nwada, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I just can't see my character on the thing.
Yeah, you have to put it on it. Like just drag and drop your character sheet on the screen on the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's not working.
It's not working.
No.
From the place on the left? Sorry, the right?
From the
It would be in
journal.
The journal.
Like your literal character sheet. Okay, I did it for you.
Thank you.
All right. So so when you arrive there, trying to stealth your way, you notice that this individual here, the mage, that actually you start to recognize Alexander, and actually everybody that was there during the attack. It's the mage that escaped from the attack. Looks in your direction, and he goes like, I see that you have decided to make work much easier, Levarion, by coming here and offering yourself to us.
Oh, well, I am certainly in the market for offering something. Sadly enough, it probably won't be to your liking.
No, I don't want to see no elf orgies right now, so calm it down, you lot.
I will offer
That-
something much nicer than an elven orc. You're welcome, dwarf. You can turn yourself in. This can go very nice and easy. Or we can drag you. Simple as that.
See that another woman next to mage speaks. She's dressed in like white robes decorated with webs and spiders. She goes like, our queen will be glad to receive so many gifts.
She sounds overconfident, doesn't she?
She does point to Elevarion, but then she also looks cute, Harley. And she says, you will make my personal slave.
It's been a few days since I've claimed the Loltite's soul. I will enjoy yours.
Very well then, let's see whose soul will be lost. Wait a second, let me remove this first. Okay, and let's roll initiative.
Yay!
Yay!
Is it possible that I could have
Not
activated my
yay.
animated shield during her little "I'll make you my
Yes,
slave"?
of course.
Nice.
Also, Titan Lust starts riffing the Power Rangers tune.
What is that?
It's just an awesome guitar riff.
Okay.
You know, I personally would have went for the Rip and Tear from Doom.
Hey, I'm sure I can play a lot of different. Look, this is a 3 natural 20 hammer
can
that
play,
I created. I think it can play
like,
whatever you want it to.
Smoke on the water, smells like Teen Spirit.
No, not that one.
Not that one. I didn't program her for that trash.
All right, Nuada.
Yes,
you seem to
sir.
be first.
Okay. Who is in my field of vision?
What
I'm
you
gonna
see is
move here to be closer to the magician up there and shoot 2 arrows.
pew pew.
Ah, a man of culture. One who understands the majesty of the bow. And
All
his
right,
skill
you
man.
shoot the mage, and you see that the first arrow gets stopped by his magical shield, but the second arrow strikes through and hits him for 7 points of damage. All right. And then is the elite warriors. So they were they can move 30 feet, so they will start coming to you to stop you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this guy will come to you, and he will take out his sword, start slashing at you. Ka-ching. Okay, he will start with a crit. And ka-ching. Okay, are you immune to poison?
I think so.
Be sure.
Let me check my veins. Poison, are you tearing my veins apart?
You should be.
Let me see. Path of the Kensei, Sunny Strike,
Something
Purity of Void. Okay.
Yeah.
You are immune to disease and poison. Okay, very well. So you only suffer 6 and 5, 11 points of damage. Then we'll have the other guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This other guy will look in your direction, and he will cast a spell. I think. Let me see. How big is this area? A 20-foot cube. Then no. Then it's only those 4 guys behind Nuada. So Alexander, Tarling, Levarion, and Brock, I would like you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Haha, you fool, you've picked my best stat!
Yeah.
Ah!
Okay.
I
You've
got
also
it.
picked my
You're
friend's
trying to miss
worst
me, weren't you?
stat.
Haha, gotcha.
What's the bonus from Levarion?
2.
Then you failed. Brock. So Brock and Tarlin. Tarlin succeeded. Just 2. Okay. Oh no, sorry. It's a 12. Also. Okay, no, that's fine. So you all succeeded basically, and you are not this magical fairy light that they want to spread on you.
You know, priest, you should get some decent mages around here. This is beautiful.
Well, they aren't priests, but they aren't mages. But okay, so this guy, then he will again 2, 3, 5, 6, and the other guy here on the side.
Which one cast the fairy fire? The
6.
closest one?
This guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, very well. So they have moved, and then comes the woman, clearly a priestess of light, and she will look in your direction, and she will say, "Go, my little spiders, take them all." And she will cast a plague of insects in your direction. Now let me see how big this is. It's a 20-foot radius. So we will draw a little thing here. Let's make it in purple because she's a 20-foot radius. So it's a like that. Okay. So I would like everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw of 14. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Everybody saves, so you all suffer 12 points of damage, piercing damage. Yes.
12.
12 because you saved. Instead of 24, you suffer 12.
Does it alter?
So what
Difference?
happens is the sphere, the area is lightly obscured, and the sphere area is difficult terrain, as these millions of spiders are biting at you. When the area appears, you will take this damage, and then you will have to make a saving throw every time if you end your turn in. Okay. And I think that was my priestess for the moment. Yes, it was. Brock, you
Alright.
are in difficult terrain, and if you end your turn in difficult terrain,
Can I see anything outside of it?
it is lightly obscured. And since you are only based on dark vision, for you it's real darkness. Because in normally in lightly, so in darkness you see as it's lightly obscured, and this is even more
But
obscured, so you
aren't
don't see it.
there lights here?
Yeah, these things they do like
Sorry, you cut out there. What do they do?
dim light.
Okay. Alright, so I need to get out first.
You need to get out, yeah.
Alright, I guess I'm going to waste... Let me just check a thing. Dawn is... let's see, location you specify within range. Haha!
Go for it.
Let's see, I'm just trying to count the distance. And right here, that's 55 feet.
Yep.
Which is nice. I'm gonna cast a dawn in between us, like, like here somewhere.
Okay.
So
Doesn't
I
have to be
definitely
a place you can see. No.
Nope. I just checked
No?
it.
Okay. That's great.
Let me.
A dawn.
Yes.
And what's the area? A 30 foot radius. So that's 6.
Yeah.
So 12 by 12.
So I want to be able to. Well, actually.
Wait, I will first draw it and I will see. Oh God! Why does someone else do that?
This Black Friday, Fausto's buying a new mouse.
Yeah, but what is? Or maybe new fingers. I mean, that close a bit. I think for me. 12 by 12. That's huge. Oh, she said. Okay, 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, may as well move it up.
Shall I move it? Shall I move it
I
like
don't want no water
this?
to be in it, so.
So like this, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So they can make a DC 15 con save.
Okay, so we have the Priestess of Lolt here, con 15. Oh, natural 20. Okay. Then we have the Mage. He failed, so he got 11 points damage, right?
Yep. 11 radiant, and he.
And she got half of it or nothing. Half of it, so
half
5.
of it, yeah.
So she probably has to make a saving throw for her insect plague to keep it.
Yeah.
Which she will try, and she did. Okay.
What
And then we have, and then we have those 3 warriors. I will roll 1 save for all of them. And they say, "Wow, what is it today?" But okay, clearly they don't like sunlight.
And then the guy doing the fairy fire needs to roll for concentration too.
Well, but you all succeeded, so this.
They still take damage, right?
Yeah, but I mean, his fairy fire is gone because he's not keeping
No,
concentration on it.
Brock didn't succeed.
Yeah, you did because it was 12 into.
Oh, okay.
We had +2 from.
Sorry, I missed that fact. Well, good that I chose this spell then. And I moved up a little bit through the swarm, but I still end my turn in it.
Okay, then you can make another Constitution save. We saved 14. Sorry, yeah, 14.
14.
Yeah. Let me see again. Yeah, 14.
Isn't it new damage?
Which you failed. So the damage, yeah, it will be new damage. So you suffered 19 points of piercing. And so you have to make a Constitution.
Oh, that's okay. I was confused for a second. Right, yes. And then I need to make
Brock.
so that
Which you
should be
succeed.
fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You have to roll a 10. Yeah.
Ah!
The spell against spell. Okay, now is the mage. I suppose he has the same issue. He might not hand his turn in this thing, right?
And also, it's daylight, so
Yeah, so he will have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Drow Mage, if I remember correctly, he was cool, and I think we should start with. Yes, the first thing he will do is black tentacles will arise from. Oh wow! But let's see how big are the black tentacles. The black tentacles are a 20-foot radius, so I would say exactly the same area as the insect plague. Just to make
Isn't
it.
it 20-foot square?
I will tell you. Wait a 20-foot square. Ah, no, sorry. Yeah, so it's
Half
four
the
four
insect.
by four. Yeah, 4 by 4. Okay, better then. We will do this. So it's 4 by 4. We will take these 4 guys then.
which 4 guys?
These 4 guys. Like that.
What
It's
level
3
is that
guys then.
spell?
This is a level. Well, you don't know.
I'm dispelling it, so
You want to counterspell it or dispel it?
this spell is only on my turn, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's on your turn.
Too bad.
Okay, so those 3
Damn,
guys
I can
there,
counterspell.
you can make me a dexterity saving throw 14.
Oh, you might get hit for 3 damage.
Or you might get it
That's
for
a
3
5. Remember, that's a 5.
That's a 15.
Okay, so only Tal.
Oh, of course, Tal is the one that gets embraced by the
Tentacles!
tentacles.
Hurrah!
He's just like,
Um,
oh.
It is his god's will.
Is your bonus included in your 7? Because I see you have a +8. Is your charisma bonus included in your dexterity save?
Oh, it might be.
Ah, okay.
Then I'll
Then
also
you-
get hit.
Then
Yeah.
you failed, yeah. Okay, so most importantly, those that fail are restrained by the tentacle.
Restrained?
Restrained, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and you
Um,
suffer 3 points of damage. I want to see if the damage is in. For the first time, yeah. So you suffered 3 points of damage. Did I really roll 1, 1, and 1?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so yeah. And you are restrained. And you will suffer damage again at the beginning of your turn. That's a special spell like this. Okay. But that said, then the guy will. Dawn is not difficult terrain, I suppose. So, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. Okay. Levaria. So you start your turn in the tentacle, and so you suffer. And since you are restrained, you suffer 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Moderately annoying.
Only
Yeah.
moderately.
So I'm gonna dispel the insect swarm first, though. Can I do that? Or does restraining also...
No, that's okay. You can cast spells. Restraining only puts your speed at 0, and your you have disadvantage on attack rolls. You have advantage on attack rolls.
Okay. So I try to dispel the insect swarm.
So you want to dispel the insect swarm. Insect swarm. It's a level 5 spell. So you have to roll a d20 plus your charisma modifier and roll a 15 or more.
Haha. Nope.
Unfortunately, your spell failed.
Sad.
Sad. And I think that's it because you cannot move. So you end your turn into the insect swarm, meaning you have to roll a Constitution saving throw, 14, which you succeed. So you only take half of this, which is 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, you see. Well, you probably don't see, but something has happened on the ceiling of this place. And okay, some spiders with dark elf riders are starting to scuttle.
Spider riders.
Spider riders.
I mean, you could have
From
chosen
the sea.
something more beautiful to ride. Sluts.
Really now? Are you race shaming here?
They're dark elves. They would race shame me if they had the chance and a whip.
Okay, but in this round they only.
Even without a whip, to be honest.
Tamlin, you are restrained, so you start taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Mhm.
Misty Step.
All right.
It doesn't cost movement, it just in my bonus action.
Yep. So you bounce away.
30 feet. When I'm outside the tentacles, does that remove the restraint
Yes,
as well?
it does. Yes.
Okay.
Village.
Nope.
The swarm
I'm
first.
gonna use 6 of my magic missiles from the wand on the mage.
All right. Pew 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 pew. That's 19 damage. And he was keeping concentration on the black, so he will roll a Constitution save, which he will fail. So the black tentacles are gone. Took. And Levadion is not restrained anymore. All right.
And I will drop prone.
All right. You can use Alpha Movement. Yeah. Okay. You
Does it cost movement to actually fall prone?
that's half your movement.
Yeah.
You
I'm
didn't
no
use
longer
it
restrained, so I can
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay,
I
so-
guess this is kind of cover, right?
Yes,
This
it is.
wall?
Well, now that
Yeah.
you're prone, it's full cover for you. Like they don't. All right.
Okay, that's it.
Nice. Alexander, you would. Well, there are no tentacles. They're only insects. If you end your turn there, you suffer damage. And this is difficult terrain.
Can I see them?
You.
They're in
Well,
broad
I would say this.
The daylight,
This guy. Yeah, now it's in the daylight. Yeah, okay. Those in the daylights you can't see, even through
Alright.
the insects.
Well, I'll bonus action Zephyr Strike myself,
All right.
and then I will start doing my new trick. My
Okay.
first shot is on the Priestess, which it has advantage because of Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
That'll do this.
Critical hit. I was gonna roll
Alright.
that third, but no point.
Go for it.
I did not declare it was the sharpshooter, so it is not.
Okay.
So 16 damage.
16 damage, and she was keeping the spell, so she has to. She succeeds.
As per distance strike, I can for free teleport up to 10 feet,
Uh-huh.
which I will teleport to there.
Okay.
I will shoot the guy directly in front of Nawada.
Mm-hmm.
I'll declare this one as a sharpshooter.
Go for it.
21.
That's a hit.
17. It doesn't.
17 damage. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't specify I can't keep teleporting every attack.
You
Alex,
would like to wait for the duration you move in a first
did
time
you-
you weapon attack. But what is the distance strike? Sorry. When you use your attack action, you can teleport before each attack. So yeah, you can do it
Ah.
for each attack.
I did roll for crit.
Because it says 1d8 plus 3.
Yeah, the second die it's
Okay, cool.
it's
I
like
thought
11
it
plus
was-
5. Yeah.
Also, because of distance strike, I will attack a third target, which will be the mage.
All right.
Also, going to be a gamble.
Ooh.
That's a miss.
And I will take cover.
All right, Nuada.
Okay, I'm gonna first finish the one in front of me.
Swarming insects are all around you. So
Then I should move.
Attack
But you
first,
will
then
be-
move.
yeah.
And the gold stuff is sunlight that hurts, so
Sorry.
maybe not in there.
Then here.
Do you want to punch the dude first, or?
No, I'm gonna shoot arrows at him.
Ah.
Okay. Okay, but
He's
so
a-
did you disengage?
Ah, yeah, that's right.
He
Yes,
does
I
have
guess I did.
disadvantage because he's blinded.
I did disengage.
Okay, so you disengage, so you won't suffer. Oh, okay.
So you can't attack, or is that a key point?
No, I'm looking for the mage actually who summoned the swarm of insects right here.
Yeah, okay, that's the princess, yeah.
Can I see it from here?
Yeah, she's in the light. She's in the sunlight.
Okay. Then it's 2 shots.
Go for it. I think you have a. Not sure. Wait a second. I think they have disadvantage, but you don't have it.
I think that's the case, yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Sunlight sensitivity. Yeah, she has disadvantage on attack rolls, but no, you don't have advantage. So yeah, that's a miss, and the second one is also a miss.
Okay.
Okay, maybe the sunlight is also not so good for you.
Maybe.
Okay, so is the warriors now overlapping zones of madness here. So okay, so what this guy will do is get the hell out of dodge, I guess. How tall is the cylinder of dodge?
40 feet.
40 feet. And levitate will allow me to go up 20 feet. Okay. So what this guy will do is just out of dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he will move here, this guy, and shoot at Nuada. And he will shoot with his hand crossbow. And that's a 17 for the.
It's got
That's,
a 19.
That's a
It's a
miss,
miss.
right? Yeah. This guy will also move and shoot at Nuada again. That's also a miss. This guy.
He's
3,
stuck
4,
between.
5, 6. And he will shoot.
He has that kind of movement?
Is it difficult terrain, Don?
I'm counting 7 movements from where he was there.
He was here, right?
Yeah.
So
But
1,
can
2,
he move through the
3,
column there?
4, 5, 6. Wait, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Better? I mean,
whatever.
diagonal
You're the
counts
dungeon
1.
master.
No, but it's the same, like you know.
No, I thought maybe like he couldn't move through this square because it was a.
But he didn't.
column.
Wait, so 1. Wait, 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
All
6.
right.
Okay, so and he at 17 it's also a miss. And then we have this last guy here, and he will shoot at Noah.
They really don't
Oh,
like
sorry,
it.
I used the short sword. At 25 for 9 points of piercing damage, and you can make me a cost. Oh no, it's poison. Okay, that's fine. So it's 9 points for Nuada, and I think I did all. Yes. Okay, then it will be the priestess. Now, Dawn thing. So the first thing she will do is she will cast a Dispel Magic.
That's my girl.
That's your girl?
That's
She
my
will
girl.
cast it at level 3, just a normal Dispel Magic. And Dawn is level
Dawn is a level 5 spell, so
5 spell, so she has to roll a 15 with a Wisdom check.
ha.
She rolled a 13, so she fails to tell Dawn, damn you, dwarf. And so she will do 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Okay, and then it's Brock.
Excellent. So Brock is going to let me just get up the Dawn again because we're going to need the damage. Shitty
Yeah.
damage.
Okay.
But I can move it, I believe. You're within 60 feet of the cylinder. You can move it up to 60 feet as a bonus action.
As a bonus action. Okay, very well.
So
where do we want to put it?
basically, I'd like to cover the mage,
To the
the
priestess?
priestess, and these two
Like-
guys.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm so that's my bonus action, and I'm
Yeah.
just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's me.
All right.
Actually, I'll keep some cover like here, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. You can cover yourself from these two guys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It is. Good.
Okay, the mage. You and your bloody light. Okay. So what the mage will do this time is, let me see. We should beat people up, I guess. Okay, so the first thing he will cast a lightning bolt on Brock and Levarion. So Brock and Levarion,
Energy.
you can make me a dexterity saving throw 14.
All right. Let me double check
Hey.
something.
Levarion, agile, like very few people can be.
That's my mom that wouldn't even be taking damage.
Okay, Levarion, so you get damage, Brock, you take 31 damage, and you can make a constitution save
Yeah.
for Dawn, which is a 15. You succeed. And then the mage will move. Oh, damn you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Levarion.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go 1.
1, 2. Because it's
1,
difficult
2.
terrain.
I was gonna count to 3 at most. I'm gonna just whip up my magic wand and fire off some lightning as well,
Alright.
since that lady is an annoyance.
At the priestess.
Yep, wand of lightning bolts, 7 charges. Why the fuck not?
Right. Okay, so what do I do? Dexterity saves?
I think so.
Was that 15?
15.
She succeeds. But still,
Okay,
damage.
so she takes half damage, which is off of 7 charges. That puts it at a level 9, I think.
What did you say? How many charges?
All of them 7.
Oh, which is 7. So it starts from 3 plus 6, so 8 and 6, 14.
14d6?
14d6, yeah.
Whoop.
So 55 divided 2 is 27. 27, so she has to make a 13 save or she will lose the insight. The inserts are gone. And you have to roll d20.
Yep. Or the sticky breaks.
It's
Nope.
still there. Okay,
Still
nice.
Good. Still good. So 2, meaning that's 3 if I move diagonally. 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. All right.
Yay.
Okay, the spiders.
Oh,
they...
wait, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
sorry. Sure,
slightly more like
in the middle.
this. Yes.
Sure. Okay, pretty well. Okay, the spiders. They start. They are there on the ceiling, and this spider goes like it scuttles in your direction. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, imagine they're on the ceiling, and they will be shooting a web in the direction of Alexander.
Bastard.
I'm class 19.
That is a hit.
Then you can make me strength. Oh no, you are restrained. That's it. And then you can make me a strength check when it's your turn. Okay, very well. Then I have another spider here, and it will go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he will throw a web at Rock. I've got 22. I think it's a miss, right? Yeah, because you're heavily armored.
Yeah.
And then we have this guy here. Start converging 2, 3, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then there are the dark elves riding this thing. They are armed with hand crossbows, so they will start shooting a bit around. I would say these two. These two here, they will shoot at Alexander, who is restrained.
Fair.
So that's armor class 21.
That's a hit.
That's 4 points of damage and a constitution. Are you immune to poison or
Yes,
I have advantage
Protect-
against it.
you have advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so go constitution.
Does being restrained stop you from using reactions?
No.
No. I will then use my reaction to catch the arrow.
Okay, go for it.
As per Gloves of Missile Snare.
Yeah, go for it.
4 damage should be easy.
Plus my dexterity modifier,
Oh,
which is
sure.
4.
Okay, so yeah, you catch the thing.
Can you throw it back then?
Do you throw it back at them or how does
I
it work?
can only catch it.
Oh,
I'm not a monk.
You're not a monk. Okay. The second guy will also shoot the 19.
That is a hit.
So that's 3 points of damage and a constitution.
I have advantage. 21.
Luckily enough.
So you succeed. And these other two here, they will attack Brock. I would say you are very near to that column, so you will get some. So I think only a 20 will. A 1, not with advantage, unfortunately. And 2. So that's it. Okay, Calvin.
Yes. I will
Stand up.
stand up and hex the nearest spider
Oh, Jesus.
on strength, and then
Make you stand up.
ah,
yeah, is
that's
that-
fine. At the end of my movement, I'll probably lie down again.
Okay. So you axe a spider.
Yes, I hex the spider. I shoot it with my Eldritch Blast. Level
pew.
11 is 3 times, I think.
It is, yes.
Yes.
Pew, pew, pew. That's a hit. That's spider. No, 13 is a miss. 15 is...
Okay. And then I drop myself again behind.
but I don't see the hex damage.
Ah, yes, I moved the hex separately. That's 2 hexes.
So that's 12 and 11, 23. Okay, it's bleeding profusely. Okay, Alexander.
So I don't think this restraint actually affects me.
I don't know
Because
why.
this is
Poison
right-
place.
Before I attack, I teleport 10 feet. So does the webs go with me?
You know what? No, it doesn't go with. Teleporting is effective. Maybe the webbing is on the ground and you.
Heaps of webs everywhere.
Yes.
Alexander was here.
There's just 2 boot prints there.
All right, go for it.
Gamble on the
I can
spider.
imagine this guy like teleporting off.
The way I've always worded it is it's kind of like that silvery mist that pulls you into
you need
Barovia.
guns. You need guns. Okay.
So first shot on the spider, 13.
13 is just a miss.
I will jump and then mist over here as I take my next shot,
Uh-huh.
standing on the railing.
Yep.
I am shooting for the priestess.
Okay.
Also a 13.
Also a miss.
I will mist yet again. To right there, shooting the mage.
Okay.
Missing
Also a
again. It
Okay.
is-
Also, I would say, okay, we are a bit ignoring all the three-dimensional thing here, but I think like stairs going up, and these are like stairs going. Up. Okay, let's ignore it.
Isn't
Whatever.
sharpshooter like ignore that stuff?
Yeah, I know, but it's like it's like behind 6 meters of stairs.
Yeah,
but
if you want to play
we
that
are-
game, I'm not sure
we are
could have
heroes.
been lightning bolted.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. We are heroes, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Go for it. So yeah, you missed everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
it.
depressing.
So, Luada.
Yes.
I still have my movement, which I'll just go ahead and quickly take.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Don't go into the sunlight though.
Yeah, that's
I'll
complicated.
quickly
Well,
just
actually, Don't
measure.
end your turn there.
I'm gonna shoot one guy on the ceiling, the one that was already hit.
The spider, you mean?
Yeah, the spider.
Okay, go for it.
Never mind, I won't do my movement.
You hit it, you kill it, and both the spider and the guy they fall in a chasm that is like
Too bad, levitate isn't a
a reaction,
a
right?
reaction.
That's it.
All right. It's the warriors.
Shit.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
The warriors they move forward. Oh yeah, thank you, Nuan.
No, sorry,
No.
sorry.
No, it's good. You can be there.
Okay, yeah, here.
It's fine. So, 1, 2.
What up? Do you want to spend a key
Three.
point to go into patient defense?
Yes.
And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the warriors, and one will go Brock. The one on Nuada. Wata. 21 and a 22.
Nope,
It hit.
17 and 18. If he goes patient defense, you get disadvantage.
You were going to okay, very well.
I
Well,
asked him
7.
before his turn ended.
All right. So 17 and 18, I guess, miss. You are 19. And for our good friend Brock, a 20 and a 9. So those are both misses. Then we have these two guys here. The sun is really going after them. 1, 2. Yeah, you probably stop there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so and they will shoot at Alexander.
You bastards.
Armor class 21
That's a hit.
and armor class 21. So that's 13 points of damage and 7.
Well, you know, I'm using my reaction here to try to catch one.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I am the man who does the shooting. I catch the first one.
You catch the first one, so it's only 7 points of 1.
And come with the van 8.
Did you fail by 5 by any chance?
Yeah.
13
Maybe.
minus 5 is 8, right?
I believe so.
And Nuada falls on Alexander falls.
I take that now.
All right. Then it's priestess. The priest having cast her thingamajig. She seems a bit wounded. Okay, what she will do is she will heal herself. In fact, she will heal a lot of people. Let's see. Up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius. Her and these two guys, 3 guys, right next to her. So 14. And these guys are actually at full. No, they were. 2 more. That's 30. Okay, and then she will move a bit away. Running away from the light. Run away from the light. Yeah.
The light of
2,
justice.
3, 4, 6.
Or whatever
Okay.
corny you say.
Brock.
You know what's going on. Move
going
it
on?
so it's basically
Yeah. I think you can take all of them.
yeah, and I don't know if it's high enough to the ceiling to get the.
Yeah, but then you don't get.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah.
That's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even a bit more like.
Yeah.
This. Yeah, like that. Okay.
And then what I'm
Stop
going to do.
doing that.
And I'm going to hold up my hammer and channel through it.
Alright.
I think this is gonna get. Let's see. 2 can play at that game. So I mass cure wounds on basically everyone but Tarlin.
Basically everyone.
Wait, actually no, I can get Tarlin as well. So everyone gets 13 back. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It does not wake people up.
I sleep.
Yeah. So
That's me.
everybody but Tarlin.
Yep. No,
Okay.
Tarlin as well.
Tarlin as well.
Yeah, like because it's within 60-foot range and then a 30-foot
64.
radius.
All right. Yeah. You point it in a different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, occasionally I've got to do the cleric thing, don't I?
It is the mage.
Look, no hands.
Okay, the mage we have left here. Oh, I always like this spell. What's the range? 120 feet. Yes. He will put a cloud of poison on people.
Yes, wake me up, Daddy Summer.
Okay, let me see how big is this cloud of poison.
Oh, fucking cleric kill.
20-foot sphere. So, poison will do green, of course. So, 20-foot radius. So it's 8 by 8.
Wake me up, Daddy Summer.
You know, if you hold Alt, you can get the
4.
circle instead.
Yeah, but I don't like circle because it's difficult to say. Am I really in? Am I really? So
Okay.
square. Square is from my time as a fourth edition player.
So in other words, basically this is Minecraft D&D.
It's a Minecraft D&D. Yeah. Okay. So you will thing and put it. Yeah, let's do like this.
Oh,
Well,
good.
you know, your healing can't wake me up, but I'm
Yeah.
about to go real shit and wake right up.
Okay, so I would like
Wake up screaming.
Revarion, Lynn, Xander.
Oh, for
Positions.
fuck's sake.
Yes.
don't
It's
forget you have the
poison,
protection
right?
from poison, so
Ah.
you get to re-roll that with. So you had
Yeah,
advantage.
if you have protection from poison, you have advantage.
Okay.
Didn't really matter.
Didn't really matter for you, but it didn't matter for me.
Went slightly better this time round.
So if you failed, it's 28 damage. If you succeed,
Half, yeah.
and then I
14.
guess
feels good to be awake.
Okay, librarian.
But it smells like someone just dropped the worst fart ever right on top of you.
Yes, it does.
Or
This is the moment where you give me the red eyes flare meme, and I just go real shit.
let's see what I can do.
Whip they ass.
Don't worry about us. Go after the fucking mage.
I don't have that much range stuff that I can do funky things with.
Oh, fine.
I got it.
Go librarian.
Okay, I'll go and cast Bless as a level 1 spell and give all my nearby allies a bonus.
All right.
Ooh.
That's always nice.
What about yourself? No.
You have to choose the three targets.
So Alex, Noada, and Brock.
Okay, you have
And
blast. Thou art
then-
blast.
As a bonus action, I'll cast Shield of Fate on myself.
You
You
cannot.
you can't cast 2 spells unless one of them is a count.
Sad. Well, that saves me a spell slot. That would be my turn then.
All right.
Not
What's
much
blessed? What do you think? Okay, you know you're blessed, right? Wada, here, I'll put you a red spot.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know,
Yeah, okay.
glad you
Alright.
chose red, because now I'm part of the Mercy Killers, also known as the Red Death.
All right, so it's the spiders. Let's see if their web is recharged. It's not. Okay, so we have the spiders. They just keep to the ceiling and trying to pot shot people. Oops. I still have 3 spiders, right? Okay, so the spiders stay there. They don't, but their riders will start shooting there in the middle. So I would say one on Brock, one on Levarion, just to make things. So one on Brock, pew. One on Nuada, pew, and one on Levarion, pew. How useless are we? Okay, very well. Talin.
Good that I bought a better shield.
Yeah. Talin, does this thing work when you start in it?
Yes, at the start, I think.
Is it true?
Yes.
Oh, but wait, then
So I need to roll again.
no, but
right?
that's what I want to say. Because then Levarion's also started it,
Or
right?
starts a turn there. Yes. when
I
you
just
start
want to
its
be
turn
sure.
there.
So I need to roll a con save as well?
So yeah, you should have.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Go advantage.
Yeah, you still have advantage.
Keep forgetting that.
Hey.
Should never forget that.
Okay, so instead of 23, it's 11.
I also have to make the check.
Yeah.
Talin,
I'm dead.
you're down.
Probably. I mean, with a 5d8, you need
Yeah,
to
23.
roll like really low. For me, it's also 23.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I'm
right.
down.
All right. And then we have Alexander. You have advantage, so it's only 11.
Yes.
Okay, so Talin, then your turn starts.
That's at the start of my turn. I thought it was already the start of my turn. That's why I rolled.
Wasn't it at the start of our turn?
Of my turn.
Yeah.
Or wait.
Yeah, now it was your turn. So that's
yeah.
why you rolled.
So now I
That's
rolled.
fine.
Now I'm down.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you don't have to save now. Save, the death save is also at the start of your turn, but you're starting well.
Yeah.
Okay, Alexander, you did your save. You 11 damage. What you want?
Well, since I was unconscious, I'll stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I fell asleep standing up. It's not a skill
No.
I've mastered, at least.
That's yeah.
So, I will... You know what? We're gonna have to go risky. I'm not reactivating the animated shield yet. We're going Zephyr Strike for the extra speed.
Uh-huh.
So that's... I have 45 speed.
Mm-hmm.
There. I move 10 more feet because I'm shooting the mage
Okay.
with advantage.
Yep.
Gamble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using a +1 arrow.
Go for it.
So
That's the hit.
+1 damage to this.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't as much as I thought.
Not feeling good.
10 more feet as I'm shooting this bastard again.
Uh-huh. So you go just in front of his face.
Blink.
Ah, just one too much for my
19.
How would you like to do this?
Is it possible to knock him unconscious?
Not with an arrow.
Ah, shame.
For shame.
Well, seeing as he's kind of causing a lot of problems, last I heard a loud, well, probably a wheeze, actually, of Tarlin going down. Alexander's just gonna have to bite the bullet that, not every target can be brought in. First arrow he knocks goes straight into the dude's knee, and his second arrow he aims it kind of just straight where the front row of teeth are to skewer it back through the back of his head. And lets him slump backwards.
And so he dies.
Ah, damn it. Well, a head will have to do.
You did. So you did. Nuada.
Yes, sorry, I was blowing my nose.
Thank you for sharing that.
No problem.
We
I
would
spared
never
you the
share.
noise. So,
It's
Okay, I would
not
say
a
that-
problem.
The cloud is also gone.
on the guy right in front of me. One spear,
Mm-hmm.
2 spear.
Okay, so 19 would have been a hit, but he raises his parry. 15 is definitely a miss, but 25 is a hit, so 11.
You can
Oh, man,
have
that's
kick
a
into the face.
And that 15 is. Alright, yeah, you managed to keep your flurry of blows, and he will unleash a similar flurry of blows on you. So one on Nuada. Wow, that's 7 points of damage, and that's a miss. And one would go even on Brock, odd on Levarion. Odd on Levarion. A 12 and a crit. The crit will be.
Crit takes me down.
Yeah, okay, that's it. So you go down. Are you
Oh.
resistant to poison?
Not sure if I'm resistant to it. I think I just
Maybe
have advantage.
check.
Also resistant, I believe, with that spell.
Oh, okay. So then
Okay,
it's,
then you only
30.
suffer 26 points of
Yeah,
damage.
takes me out. I was on 24.
Okay, then that's it. All right. And then we have there's 2 here in the light. Damn light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one. Oops.
Oh yeah, the bless is gone. Damn it.
Sorry.
It happens.
Okay, so and these 2 guys, they will shoot at one at Nuada and one at Brock. For Nuada, I'm gonna class 10. For Brock, I'm gonna class 9. Wow. Okay, that makes it the priest's turn. Her mage is dead, and Alexander killed him last. Okay,
Still have a
Alexander.
chance.
It looks like you should die now. Let me see.
That's a fair answer. You know,
And the way,
I accept it.
Nah, that's it can work for you. Okay, I think we're going to take up and personal with you, Alexander. She sees what you have done, and for the glory of the Spider Queen, she will run to you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She comes almost there to you, and she takes this scourge out of her harness, and you see these snakes, live snakes, on the top of her scourge. She points them at you. She says, "You would be next." But she can't do much more than this.
We'll see if you can catch me.
So yeah, true, right? You're going to run away fast as the wind. Brock.
Yeah.
I am wounded.
I'm going to move my
Thingy?
yeah, my thingy, so it will focus and be centered on these guys. And
Yes.
basically, I'd like to move it so that it keeps a wall of sunlight behind Nuada and Lavarian.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
And I would then. I think I'm gonna have to burn through my. Let's see. I need to read the details. I'm just gonna put this on to check the details.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn! It didn't come. Because I need to know point of your choice within range. Okay, so that should work. Okay, we can use that then. So I basically put it in position so that Talon, Lavarian, actually all four of us down there will get back the. It's a level 6 slot. No,
I know.
level 6 slot.
22. Okay, so everybody heals 22.
Do
We're
the
back.
cleric thing.
Please uncross me.
Yes. Please uncross.
You can't uncross yourself.
Well, I mean, it's good that we're fighting Drow, because they're always good at the double cross.
And yeah, I'm getting frustrated because I want to use the hammer, but I keep having to heal people. Oh.
That's the life of a cleric, man. The life of a high-level cleric. Okay, so that's it, I suppose. I mean, that's a lot, but
it is
yeah.
a lot, yeah.
Levarian, revenge.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself for a second.
Okay.
For
6 seconds.
50?
Don't lay on your hands. You need those to hit people.
Yeah.
That's true. But having HP is also very nice, you know. And now I can cast a bonus spell, right?
If it's a cantrip, lay on hands wasn't
Yeah, it's
a
just
spell,
an
so
ability.
you
thing.
can cast a spell if he's those actions.
Alrighty. Then we will do the Shield of Fate
Okay.
on me.
More armor. Okay.
Or should I do it on Brock?
No.
Brock, do you think you need Shield of Fate?
More armor.
I don't think Brock needs more.
Okay, our spiders haven't recovered anything. So
Nuada fell out, I think.
not a lot. So let me see if this spider can move
okay.
30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so we will have one dark elf shooting on Nuada. 21. That's a hit, I think.
Yep.
4 points
Barely,
of
but it
damage.
is.
Yeah. Nuada, are you there? He's probably not there. So I took away the 4 points from him, and I will now roll him a Constitution saving throw, which he will succeed. One of them will rock, missing him miserably, and one of them will shoot on Tarlin, though with disadvantage because Tarlin is. Oh well. 15. Tarlin, I think it's still a hit, right?
15 is a hit, yes.
So 7 points of damage and a Constitution.
You still do have the protection against poison.
So you succeed on your saving throw. Okay, very well. Talon.
Yes.
You stand up, probably.
Yes.
You throw the X on that guy.
No. The guy on top of me, is he in melee reach or is he
No,
on
he's
the ceiling?
like
Tarlin, you don't even have to stand up. He's just above you. Just pew pew.
he cannot
Keep like-
opportunity
No, when I'm
attack.
prone, I have disadvantage on all attacks.
Yeah, true.
Actually, this doesn't count as an attack, I think. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. I can keep lying down as well. I cast enervation on that spider.
Alright.
It'd be funny
we
if
got
the
this
drow
one.
lands on you.
The spider has to do a dexterity save. He rolls a 5.
That's 4d8.
Mm-hmm.
22 necrotic.
Okay, the spider and his rider, they fall to their death.
And I recover half of the necrotic.
11.
Nice. No!
Sucks to be you.
It's ironic how this is turning out to be like a one-on-one against the drow priestess and Alexander.
Alexander.
He will slide the bow onto his back, pull
Mhm.
his rapier. Is like, I'm gonna take a note from your book.
Let's do this, boy.
He will mist behind her. Bonus action, planar warrior.
Uh-huh.
This is 11th level, so I get an extra 2d8 force damage on this attack.
Right.
I will stab her in the back.
If only you could hit her.
If only. I won't miss this time.
If you say so.
Do I? Don't want to miss. You know what? She's called me out. Let's do this. I'll fight her a little bit for now. So I won't miss. Straight up attack.
Go for it. Unfortunately, it is a miss.
Is a miss.
Yes.
Missed.
Missed.
That was my bonus action. That was both my action.
Just missed to the other side.
Miss is before you attack.
It is
too
before,
bad.
and I chose
Yeah.
not to.
Alright, so that's it.
Yeah, actually, I will miss just so I'm standing here, just so it looks better.
Okay, nice. Nuada. Is he back? He probably
No.
isn't back.
Nope.
Nope.
Hit
Okay, I
things.
will. Yeah, it's okay. He will attack stuff. Pew, pew.
He's gone even from roll 20, so I'm guessing something happened. You had to restart
Phew.
the computer.
He will almost hit with parry. It will be ineffectual. Okay, so I would say that these guys, they will attack one on Wada. 19 and 18, so it's only one hit, right? And he is immune to poison. Okay, and one on Varium, Brock, Odd Brock.
Did you heal him, by the way, Noada,
Uh,
for last time? 'Cause I think it dropped out, right?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
So this one was on Brock.
On Brock? Mm-hmm.
That's a miss because you are 23.
Cling,
Right?
cling. Yep, 23.
Cling, cling. Okay, these guys.
Ah.
Can we finally get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah. Okay. They will move twice just to position.
Aha! Attack of opportunity.
No, why?
Oh.
Fine. Okay, so they put themselves here. They moved twice, so they cannot. And then is the Princess of Blood. You chose to stay, my friend, and so here she will go at you with her scourge. Take this for the power of blood. I've got 24.
That's a hit.
That's
Yeah,
6
just
piercing.
reminding you, lady. I'm not even fighting you with my true skills. Yet.
So that's 6 piercing and 6 poison, which I think you half, right?
Antidote does not give.
No,
you-
it does not. Okay, then it's 22 points of damage. And that's the second attack. I've got 14,
That's
which I
a
think
miss.
misses you. And then she dances around you, going on this side. Okay, Brock.
Alright. I will move the daylight to the opposite side to basically hit this these two guys up here and the spiders.
Yes. Like that.
Perfect. And then I finally get a chance. Let's see.
Yay.
These guys that just came up here.
Yeah.
I am going to wield my mighty hammer
Uh-huh.
and hopefully bring it down on one of the skulls. So I'm going to do what I'm going to call a Titan Strike, which is just a booming hammer. Damn it.
Alright. Oh, well, that's a start. I think the blast is gone, though.
The bless is gone, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you use the first strike. It go the Varian.
Cool. Let's see.
I don't know what the hell that nun is.
I'm going to flourish. What is all in on the?
Yeah,
Heavenly.
basically you have all these little bonuses. I just put everything there.
Oh, okay.
Just click that, and you have all dual wield and your 1d8 basically.
Cool. So I'm getting this guy first.
That's a hit, and that's 14 points of damage.
That's not that much.
It's it's 2d8 plus 9.
I'll pump in a level 3 smite just for good measure.
Go for it.
They don't happen to be undead, right?
Not yet.
Sad.
Not okay. Not bad. This might. That's 21 more. Oh, okay.
And then I'll get that. Well, now try and finish this guy off.
Probably better. Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's a hit. You hit hard. I mean, you hit precise, but not hard for some reason. You are rolling very poorly.
Yeah.
You have plus 9 bonus. Okay, so that was you, I suppose. It's the spiders. Let's see if the thing is back. The thing is not back. They just have to move around. Okay, so they will keep moving around. This guy going here, and this guy going on the other side.
Just testing this now. Alright, cool.
Okay, so one of them will shoot on the Varian. Pro. 19, that's not a miss. One of them will shoot on Brock, which was actually a crit. So that's 11 points of and a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
And then another Constitution saving throw for Dawn.
The Constitution saving throw is succeeded.
That's good. And then one for Dawn, that's okay, and 11 damage. Alright.
Don't have resistance to poison?
No, that's not poison, it's the damage is on
Okay, yes, okay, the crit, yeah.
11 pierce.
With you.
Okay, Talon.
Yeah, I will stand up, move 2 squares, and shoot my blasts at this spider.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't
that's
have
a
the
hit.
advantages.
That's a hit. Well, they're both hits.
Okay.
And the spider, which spider is that?
The closest one.
Okay, so he falls to his death with his fur.
Okay. And then I have one more blast, so the closest of these first
Go for it.
shoot in the back.
Uh, 20, it's a hit.
Okay, and then I drop again. I like being in full cover.
Alright. Alexander.
Alexander will do the only correct answer in this situation. He will kind of like wave his little pokey thing around, kind of in her face, toss it in the air, vanish in the mist. And well, I'm attacking with my bow. I'm just like tossing the rapier up as like a distraction thing, like.
Alright.
And it's
So
just
you're
gonna.
you're first moving 10 feet away, I suppose.
Yep.
And detecting portals.
Not detect portal. That's the wrong one.
Oh my god, there's a.
There's a
There's a
portal there. No.
No. The first shot will be gambled. The second shot won't.
All right.
And I will be using magic arrows on both. First shot.
Ooh.
24.
24 is a hit.
She takes that.
20 damage.
28
Ouch.
damage.
Plus
28
one.
damage.
29.
29 damage.
Keeps
She's not
going up.
looking good. It's going out. Okay.
And the second attack,
And the second attack. Where's the long
which is
one
a
there?
normal.
18.
Oh no. It is a hit.
7 damage.
8.
8 damage.
Oh my god. She had 80. Alexander, how do you want to do this?
As she's distracted by the rapier that glints in the sky as it flies, the first arrow will kind of just like knock her like right there in the head where the skull's thickest, so she's just alive. She kind of like looks over for the next arrow to go straight through the eye.
Revenge
Aye.
cup. And there she gets splattered against the wall.
All right, not my finest moment. Kind of looks around, dusting himself off with one hand. I don't think anybody saw that.
The viewers.
Okay. When the priestess dies, Nuada will probably smack these guys around a little bit. But what happens is when they see that that both the priestess and the mage is dead, these guys do is they will first cast a spell on themselves, and then you will see that they will just throw themselves from the bridge into the chasm after having cast this spell on themselves. You will all be allowed to do them an opportunity attack. Probably one of them will die. Probably this guy will die. But okay, I don't know if you also want to go and jump behind them in the chasm for some reason.
Nah.
But that's what they. As also this last living spider will scuttle away, probably also getting killed by your ranged attack.
I
But
will
okay,
be
what is
searing
important?
them with daylight though.
Yeah, you will be seeing them with daylight. And as they all cast the spell, probably levitate, and then they throw themselves, probably activating the spell when they are almost when they've almost reached the bottom. You have successfully defeated both the mage and the priestess of law. Unfortunately, you haven't been able to acquire much information for them. Are they really only after Larium? Do they also want tunneling, or are they just not, but someone else that has interest in killing all of you? Let's say for your souls. We will only know in the next episode of Tales from the Yawning Portal, and evidently by all of you. Yeah, there is still an option of speaking with that. And this is where we're going to stop tonight. I also want to say that you all passed the level, so you're level 12.
We didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Which is a very nice level, and we went way over hours here, but that's fine. It was a big fight. I like this.
Yeah.
One big fight.
Well, we should
But there was
wrap it up
also,
quickly, right?
there was a lot of P the last sessions, this session. So I think all in all, we're going the right direction.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have anything to say. I'm just closing up here.
Keep on the channel, guys. Tomorrow night we got DDO. We've probably got some other games later in the week, and of course we'll be back on Monday with our alternating game, which is Princess of the Apocalypse. I will be the dungeon master for that, and mostly the same crew. So catch you then. And the question is
Is it Monday yet?
All right, bye guys.